Hey guys, so today I am here to do the Goodreads tag. I have no idea who created this tag. I know this tag has been around for a while and everybody has done it. And since I thought let's spice up my videos and not just do a bunch of book reviews, let's throw in a tag or two, I thought I would do this tag. So let's get started. Question number 1 is, what is the last book you marked as read? And the last book I marked as read was, or is, Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I currently don't have my copy with me because my brother is actually reading it, so I lent the book to him. Oh, and a review of Ready Player One is coming soon, so if you guys want to see that, keep your eyes peeled. Question number 2. What is the book that you are currently reading? And at the moment, I am actually reading 2 books. The first book is The Scourge Trials by James Dashner. Again, I don't have a physical copy because I'm actually borrowing it from the library and I have it on my tablet. However, I just ordered a physical copy because I'm actually really liking the series. So I ordered The Scourge Trials, The Death Cure, and The Kill Order. So there's that. And I am also reading Just One Year? Yeah, Just One Year by Gail Forman, which is the sequel to Just One Day, which a review on Just One Day is also coming soon, and I think I'll do like a joint review with Just One Year. But so far I'm not liking it, and I don't know why I do this to myself, why I feel the need to read the entire series before I decide I like it or not. Yeah, but I'm not currently a big fan of the Just One Day series, but those are the 2 books that I'm in the middle of. Question number 3 is, what was the last book you marked as to be read? And that was When We Wake. I don't know who it's by. I should actually check my phone. Okay, so When We Wake was actually written by Karen Healy. It is the first book in a series or a trilogy, I think. I don't remember what the book is about off the top of my head, but I liked it. I liked the synopsis enough to mark it as TBR. So yeah, and I don't own a copy of the book yet, so I'll probably get one eventually. Question number 4. What book do you plan on reading next? Um, Either The Death Cure, which is the 3rd book in the Maze Runner series, or Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I haven't decided yet. I'll probably read them both at the same time, although I prefer to read one book at a time, but that's a whole other conversation. But yeah, it's going to be one of those 2. Question number 5. Do you use the star rating system? And yes, although I primarily sort of use it for my personal benefit, I know that everybody has their own sort of way of how they feel about a book after they read it, and sort of what goes into, how they rate a book. So I rate books primarily, like I said, for me. Um, just because I can't always rely, like, nobody can always rely on the star rating system on Goodreads to see whether or not you're gonna personally like a book. Like, a book can be rated 5 stars and then you can read it and not really enjoy it. So I use it really just for my own benefit, for my own knowledge of, did I like this book, did I not like this book, and then also I use it when it comes to other, like, people I know on Goodreads, and people who over the years I've noticed we have similar taste in books. So it's like, oh, okay, if that person gave it 4 stars, then it's probably going to be pretty good. But as a whole, like as a giant community, I don't really give any credence to the star system. It's really just for me, to remember if I liked or if I didn't like, or just how I felt. Question number 6. Are you doing a 2014 reading challenge? And yes, I am. My original 2014 reading goal was to read 30 books. However, I've upped that to 40 because as of now, I've read 24 books, I think? 23 or 24. I don't remember right off the top of my head, but I've actually had a really good reading year so far. Last year in 2013, I only read 25 books, I think. Yeah, it's like 25 books in the whole year, and so now we're in the middle of May, almost in June, and I've already read 24, and I'll probably hit 25 by the end of the year, or not by the end of the year, but by the end of the month. So yeah, currently my reading goal is 40. I may up that to 50. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We'll take it 1 month or one book at a time, I guess. Question number 7. Do you have a wish list? On Goodreads, no, I don't. On Amazon, I do. However, it's more of a private wish list for like friends and family when it's my birthday or Christmas or just a random, somebody wants to get me a random present. I do have a wish list that they have access to, and like all the books I want are on there. But I don't have one on Goodreads just because I figure nobody on Goodreads is going to ever buy me a book. Or I don't think anybody who doesn't personally know me is going to want to send me presents. So I don't have one on Goodreads. And then it's just, I feel like it's too much hassle to maintain multiple lists. Although now Amazon and Goodreads are joined together, so I may not have to maintain multiple lists, and it could be like I just have my Amazon list and it sort of syncs up with Goodreads, or I have my Goodreads list and it'll sync up with my Amazon list, so I don't have to mark books on multiple sites as wish lists. So yeah, personal wish list on Amazon, yes. Goodreads wish list, negative. Question number 8, I think, is what book do you plan on buying next? Well, just before I sat down to film this video, I actually placed an Amazon order for the Scourge Trials, the Death Cure, and the Kill Order, which are the second and third book in the Maze Runner trilogy and the prequel to the Maze Runner trilogy, which is what I'm trying to currently finish up reading. I read the Maze Runner and I did a review, so I'll link that in the description box below. But I'm so far really liking the Scourge Trials. I have it as an ebook on my tablet, so I'm liking it, and I'm liking it enough that it's like I want to have these books in my private collection. So that's what I just ordered like today. And then my birthday is coming up next month in June, so I think I want to buy myself like hardcover copies of books that I already own. Like I own the Hunger Games, but I own the Hunger Games in paperback, and I own Catching Fire and Mockingjay in hardcover. So I want to get the Hunger Games in paperback so that my collection is complete, and then give the give the Hunger Games paperback edition away to somebody, either to Goodwill or sell it or something, because obviously I don't need 2 copies of the book. So just, get rid of it. I also kind of want to get Divergent in hardcover, because again, I have that one in paperback, and then I have Insurgent and Allegiant in hardcover. What else do I want to get? I want to get Landline. I want to get Grasshopper Jungle, which that just sounds amazing. I want to get the William Shakespeare Star Wars books. So I don't know what I'm gonna buy. I may buy all of them. Oh, and I also want to buy this boxed set of The Wizard of Oz. There's this box set out there that contains all 15 Wizard of Oz books in 5 separate volumes. Like, ideally, I would like to have each book in its own individual book, like 15 Wizard of Oz individual books. But they're really hard to come by. Like, you can always find the first one, The Wizard of Oz, and there's tons of editions out there for those, but it's difficult to come across the other books in the series, like Ozma of Oz and the Tin Man of Oz. I don't even know all the titles of the books, but I do kind of want this one box set. And actually, at the moment, I have a bind up of all 15 Wizard of Oz books, and that was just terrible. That was a terrible idea. That was a terrible investment. It's crap. But this new box set just looks so much, like, it just looks so much more prettier. It's so much more lovelier than the bind up. So yeah, I may buy all of those books next month. I may only buy some of them. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, it's June. It's my birthday. There will be a big book haul sometime at the end of June, probably early July. So again, keep your eyes peeled for that. Question number 9, I think, is do you have any favorite quotes on Goodreads? And the answer is no. I've never really been a quotes type of person, so I don't really have any quotes on Goodreads or really any favorite quotes in real life. The next question is, who are your favorite authors? And I think my favorite authors would be definitely Stephen King. At the moment, I'm also really loving Rainbow Rowell. And I think that's it. And just because the reason those are two of my favorites is because they write epic, like they just write really good books. But also I really love Rainbow Rowell because she writes standalone novels, whereas a lot of the books that I've read tend to be series. And I haven't read anything else by other authors, so like even though I love the series, I don't know if I love that author. And like Rainbow Rowell has written two, from what I read, she wrote two fantastic standalone books. So that was just great. So yeah, Stephen King, Rainbow Rowell, at the moment, off the top of my head, favorite authors. And the last question is, have you joined any groups? And the answer to that is no. I've never really used the group feature. I don't quite know how it works. There are some people who have invited me to join groups, but the groups that I've been invited to aren't things that I'm really interested in, so I don't end up joining. So yeah, there's that. So there you have it. That was the Goodreads tag, all 11 questions. I think I sort of lost track of all the questions in there. I was reading them off my tablet, so it got kind of confusing to read everything and check Goodreads. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I feel like this video is kind of going to be a little bit weird. I feel weird kind of filming it, but once I edit it together, it may be perfectly fine. If you guys have done the Goodreads tag, feel free to link your video down in the comments. I will link all the books that I talked about in the description box below in case you guys want to read anything more about those books. Also, don't forget that you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Goodreads. All those links are in the description box below as always, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!